Here in Wilmette, we have a long history of affordable housing and caring. We have established well before it even became a state law that affordable housing was an important priority in our community.
The base of a community that is a good community for all is that we step up to the plate to help the people in our community, and that we not just think of our small little dwelling where we live with our own lives and our own concerns, because those that came before us did think wider and broader, and they wanted the concerns of the community to be addressed.
From 2004 to where we are today, the need for affordable housing in Wilmette has dramatically increased because of, one, the fact that we have 17% less rental units available today than we did in 2004. The fact that the value and the price of our homes have increased significantly makes it difficult for some people to live in Wilmette or to rent or to buy a home in Wilmette. It may be interesting to know that 88% of the people that work in Wilmette cannot afford to buy a home here.
I always felt that when I picked up the phone and called whoever I needed to talk to at the village hall or a village trustee, that there was always concern about who you were and what you were asking, and they took it respectfully, and they did what they could. And we particularly felt that when our daughter, who has a disability, moved from our home to another location in this community, and I had a lot to do with the village officials, and I can't tell you how much they came forward to wanting to know that her needs were met.
We have heard some village officials who say that's the township's responsibility to take care of people in need, and our responsibility is to run the fire department.
Wilmette is a strong community. Our village trustees take care of our roads and our sewers. They keep Wilmette beautiful, a pleasant place, an attractive place. The downtown vitality is just coming alive with new restaurants and businesses. But we have a place where we could do more. We need more affordable housing.
There's lots of 30,000 people in this community that some of them are in need of help, and the village government is the one that ought to be stepping forward and doing it.
That's the one question that I would put to any of the developers and current homeowners. What about your kids? What about your grandkids? Will they be able to share and have this experience? If it's not willed to them, could they afford to come? And what about those individuals who bring a diverse perspective? How can they share in this and bring that richness to the North Shore?
The biggest thing for me is that, you know, if I am lucky enough to live my life without ever needing help, that's great. But most of us aren't that lucky. We usually end up at some point in our lives needing help. And I think when that point comes, I'd feel a lot more comfortable knowing that I have spent time previously trying to help other people. You know, what goes around comes around. I really believe that. And that's what makes a community, that we're there for each other.
This is a community where people are raising children. And to raise children in a community that doesn't reflect the diversity of the nation and the world is a mistake, in my opinion. There should be exposure to all races, all economic levels, all degrees of ability, just a wide experience in growing up, and it's important, therefore, to have the type of housing that can attract people of all types.
I think that a healthy community really supports everyone in that community. For people who grow older in a community, it's very nice for them to be able to continue to live there. Their children can live there. They can be the grandparents that live next door. The kids can come over after school, before school. I think that for people who work in a certain area, it's really nice for them to be able to have their families there and to be able to have their children go to the schools in the same community where they work. I also think it's good for economic development. People live there, they're more likely to spend their money in that same place where they live. So I think there are just a myriad of reasons why affordable housing really will create the kind of sense of community that Wilmette is really looking for.
I'm glad that as a society we've made some changes over the course of the last few generations. We used to believe that people with special needs and disabilities ought to be put somewhere else. And that really has proven to be the wrong way to structure society. It's inhumane, it's cruel, and it gives the people who aren't living with disabilities a kind of artificial confusion about what the human condition really is. And so if we have communities where everybody can truly live together, where people with a variety of different economic situations, some people with disabilities, people of different age groups and family situations are able to live together, it makes the whole community stronger.
We know what would happen if these initiatives to allow affordable housing aren't taken. We'll go back 10, 20 years. What people had to do was they had to move away from where they grew up, often into larger institutions, because that was the only cost-effective way that governments and other people thought could make these things achievable. But we've moved on. People want to live in the community they grew up, and so we should be making changes, making things affordable and accessible, so everything is available to all.
I think we should all think about what we love about community in general, but Wilmette, and what we want to do to keep it growing, to keep it the village that we love and value, and where having affordable and accessible housing, inclusive housing, having a diverse population is part of that growth.
A lot of the people, like Maureen and myself, have come to Wilmette because we recognized it as a community that was a caring community. To us, it was a big priority in how we landed here. The fact of the matter is, over the years, we have met a lot of very close friends. We have established very close friendships, which we are very grateful for. I believe with like-minded people that said we wanted to be in a community that cares for its people. So I think what happens is that we end up here, but then because of our busy lives, sometimes some of these priorities slip away. And we do not really focus on them ourselves, and we allow our political leaders to fall away or to back away from them. Shame on us. We need to get back, become more involved. We need to go to our political leaders and say, look, we were there. We were proud of where we achieved in terms of 10% affordable housing. We were proud of the fact that we said we could get to 15%. Here we are at 4.1%, heading somewhere in the vicinity of the 3.5% to 3.25%. That's not who we are as a community. We need to get back and prioritize the caring community that has been our history.